Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. In this lesson, we are going to talk about quadrilaterals. From quadrilaterals, the first shape we will talk about parallelogram. So now I'm going to tell you the properties of them, and if you want to write down, you can stop and write down, then play again. Okay. So now the first property for parallelogram is that opposite sides are parallel to each other. We show parallel by arrows. See, one arrow, that means this and this parallel to each other. I'm going to put there two arrows, and this side are parallel to each other. The second property is that opposite sides are the same. If this one is, let's say, 10 centimeter, this one is going to be 10 centimeter too. The lengths are the same. And for this one, let's say this one is 8 centimeter, and this one will be 8 centimeter too. Right. The next property is that opposite angles are the same. Interior angles, this and this are the same. This and this are the same. Opposite angles are the same. The other property is that when you draw diagonal from there to there, and this diagonal, important, ladies and gentlemen, I draw my diagonals. This angle, let's say A, and this angle will be the same, A. If you say this one is B, this angle and this angles are the same. If you say they are C, this angle and these angles are the same. If you say they are D, this angle and this angle are the same. See, if you notice this and this, this and this, this and this, this and this are looking opposite side to each other. So if they are parallel to each other, the sides, if angles are looking opposite sides to each other, they are the same. Then look, parallel, 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 and this and this looking at to opposite each other. Okay. The other thing, this length and this length and this length and this length are the same. This and this, this and this. Right. When you draw diagonal, we are going to use them. And the next one, this angle and this angle, this angle and this angle are the same. See, opposite direction, opposite direction. All right. Now let's pass to our next shape. My other shape is rhombus. So rhombus is a parallelogram too. Whatever we count for properties for parallelogram, everything exactly the same for rhombus too. So now we are going to say why different names then. Why this one is rhombus, why that one is parallelogram, if they are, everything are the same, things are the same. So the difference between rhombus and parallelogram is just that for rhombus we have all sides are the same. For parallelogram, if you remember, opposite sides are the same, but for this one all sides are the same. Let's say if this one is 8 centimeter, all of them are going to be 8 centimeter. Right. Let's pass our next shape. So now let's talk about rectangle. Rectangle is a parallelogram too. So remember, in parallelogram we said this and this equals to each other, this and this parallel to each other, this and this equals to each other, this and this parallel to each other. Remember, we said opposite angles are the same, opposite angles are the same, opposite sides are the same. So what is difference then? Why this is called rectangle and parallelogram is called parallelogram? The difference between parallelogram and rectangle is just this right angle. In rectangle we have all angles right angle, which is 90 degrees. That's why this one is called as rectangle, special name of it. And of course, when you draw diagonals for rectangle, this lengths are the same. If you say this one, let's say 5, this will be 5, this will be 5, this will be 5. See, this all of them are the same for rectangle. So if you say this one A, this will be A, opposite directions, look, parallel, and see this and this is the same. From isosceles triangle, this and this will be the same, A, and this will be A2. If you say this one is B, this will be B. So A plus B 90, this one is B2, because A plus B 90, this one will be B2. Right, and of course this and this and this are the same too. Right. So now let's pass to our next shape. Okay, so my next shape is square. Square is a rectangle too. The difference between square and rectangle is, remember, in rhombus and parallelogram we said all sides are the same. The same thing for this one too. All sides are the same. This, all of them are the same. This one, and this are right angle, which is 90 degrees too. So let's say 8 centimeter, 8 centimeter, 8 centimeter, 8 centimeter. So now the next thing is that when you draw diagonals, see, for rectangle, remember we said this lengths are the same, right? Okay. For square is the same thing, just there is one difference, which is this for diagonal too. This one is right angle too. That means that will be 45, that will be 45, that will be 45, that will be 45, 45, 45, 45, 45. See, just two different things there. All sides are the same, and this is right angle. Everything else is the same of rectangle. Whatever we talk about rectangle is the same thing valid for square too. Right, let's pass to our next shape. Okay, so my next shape is kite. For this lesson, this is going to be my last shape. So for kite, this side and this side, this side and this side are the same. This and this is the same, this and this is the same. And the other thing, as you see, this is looking like a kite, that's why it's called kite. Or you can say that kite is looking like this shape, that's why it's called kite. Doesn't matter what you say, right? So now when you draw diagonals from there and from there, so this and this lengths are same. This and this is the same. Don't say this and this is the same, they are not the same. This is longer than this. And the next one, next property, this is going to be right angle. See, right angle, right angle, right angle, right angle. The next property, this angle and this angles are the same. That means this diagonal is dividing this angle into two equal parts. And for this one, the same thing. This angle and this angle are the same. And the next property, this angle and these angles are the same too, because of isosceles triangle. And from there, this angle and these angles are the same too because of this isosceles triangle. Right, now let me solve a few questions for you and then finish our lesson. So now let's have a look at this question. See, A, B, C, D are a parallelogram, and this is 125. What is C and what is D? Remember, according to properties of parallelogram, this and this angles are the same. So D is going to be 125. The sum of angles of interior angle of quadrilaterals is 360. So this and this the same, that will be C. C plus 125 plus 125. C plus 125 plus 125 equals to 360. From there I have 2C there plus there 250 equals to 360. So this one goes to the other side as negative. That will be 2C equals to 110. And this 2 is going to the other side as division. C will be 55. See, D is 125, C is 55. So my next question is about kite. If A, B, C, D a kite, what is A there? Remember, according to properties of kite, this and this are the same. If it is so, this will be 25. This is first property. And then the other property was that this, all of them are right angle, which is 90 degrees. And the last thing to know, the sum of interior angles of triangle is 180. A plus 25 plus 90, A plus 25 plus 90 will be 180. So now from there, A plus 25 plus 90, A plus 115 equals to 180. This goes to the other side as negative. A is going to be 65 degree. Right. So let's pass to our last question for this lesson. So now my last question for this lesson is that A, B, C, D a rectangle. So what is A and what is X? So remember properties of a rectangle. According to properties of rectangle, this and this lengths are the same. That means if it is 35, this will be 35. So remember, I told you when I was explaining rectangle, this parallelogram. So I see this angle and this angle, they are looking at two opposite sides. That will be the same too. A is going to be 35. So now I see there is the triangle. The sum of interior angles of triangle is 180. X plus 35 plus 35 equals to 180. Add them up, that will be 70. X plus 70 equals to 180. This one goes to the other side as negative, so X will be 70 degree. I mean 110 degrees, sorry, 110 degrees. Right, this one will be 110 degrees. Okay, thank you so much for watching the video. Have a good day. Bye.